Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We here. Understand that we here. Understand that this life that you living is just one day. Understand that you still here in the same time that everybody else has been here. You still in the same place. But calm down though, it's not a bad thing. Because once you understand that you're in the same place, now you understand that anything that you want to do is possible. And I'm not talking about with people. I'm talking about anything you want to do as far as with the elements of this earth. You know what I'm saying? As far as creating things, writing books, building things, building homes, building cars, whatever you want to build, it's possible. Once you understand we're in the same place, everybody not gonna get it. What I'm saying is for one person, or maybe I'm just saying this for me. Maybe I'm just saying this for me. See, I don't look at this as no matrix. I don't look at this as no simulation. I look at this as a realm. This is a realm. I look at this as a dimension, as a place. I mean, it's massive out there. Mm. See, I'm not trying to save nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to save nobody. I'm not religious. I'm not coming from a religious standpoint. I don't see no problems with religion. I feel like a lot of people should join religion, especially if they practice it the right way. I think it'll help a lot of people's lives. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this life is all about being at peace and serving those who in need. You know what I'm saying? Those who can't help themselves. But being at peace, you know what I'm saying? And that peace gonna come with understanding. That peace gonna come with knowing yourself. You know, everybody come with all these different narratives to make money. I mean, we all want to make some money. I want to make some money. But I don't feel I have to use a narrative. All the narratives is almost used up. I be thinking about these people they talk about with the food. They're like, oh, you're supposed to eat this, you're supposed to eat that. And it's like, tell me what to eat so I can stop a bullet. That's what I need to know. Nah, but we in here. We all in here. And it continues on and on. It's a never ending. It seems it's a never ending. It's a never ending place. That we can't see in the Bible. It's an end, but you know, at this point, you know, a revelation or end to me is, is when your life is. You know what I'm saying? That's the revelation. It seems everybody want to make it like this big event. Everybody want to make the end of the world this big event. When in actuality, the end of the world is where you go. The return of Christ is where you go. Um, Speaking of the return of Christ, you know what tripped me out? My, excuse me. My problem with people who like be on the whole anti-Bible, like Jesus ain't real, anti-Bible this, anti-Bible. It's interesting to me how they they get to they say Jesus ain't real, and they kind of, that's like they cutoff point. You know what I'm saying? So, and they'll drag you into how Jesus ain't real, or they'll drag you into how the Bible is not real, but then they don't want to go into the Word of God and say that's not real, or they don't want to go into the teachings of Jesus and say that's not real. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then when they do tap into the teachings of Jesus, they always attach themselves to the oh, we'll turn the other cheek, and they kind of turn towards things that's like that they don't understand. Uh, Opposed to the things like the certain commandments that he said is love God with all your heart, and love your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Love people around you. So I find it real interesting how they before you even get, like, you really, they gatekeep you having that conversation about the teachers, the words. You know what I'm saying? They gatekeep that, but like I said, by, oh, well, this ain't real, so just scrap everything, or the Bible ain't real, so just scrap everything. And then they go into this whole rant about what's man-made, not understanding that man-made is not what you make, because everything on this earth comes from the earth. What's man-made is your thoughts and your words. That's the only thing that's man-made. Everything on this earth comes from the earth. So man didn't necessarily create it more than they put it together. You gotta think of certain things that they weren't even able to create, or they weren't even able to make it till they came over here to America. So put it down in front of you. The only thing that's man-made is words, thoughts, ideas. It's like even money. You know what I'm saying? Money is a bunch of what? Cotton and leaves. It's a bunch of trees. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy that people make counterfeit money when you can literally get the tree and make the paper that they print the money on. Uh, yeah, you can literally get the cotton or the wood and get that same paper. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even gotta. Why you think they got the blue strip? They got the blue strip because they know that you can get the paper. You can get that same paper. Take it through the same process. Slam the money just like that. When they feel it, it's gonna be the same material. It's gonna pass. And it's the same thing with guns and bullets and see, you know what? I'm just gonna send the thought out there telepathically about I don't know, man, cause you know what be tripping me out. What be tripping me out is a lot of times I don't even know if I should be doing this. Like I don't even know if me sitting here talking about all this stuff, whether it's right or not. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. This is a real, I don't even want to call it a spiritual battle. This is a physical battle. This is a physical battle. Because we've been tricked into believing that we've been tricked into being more spiritual than we are physical. We've been tricked into being more mental and thinking than we are into doing and being physical beings. And you know the problem with black people is when we do get physical, a lot of times we only getting physical to play sports, so we only getting physical to have sex, or we getting physical to fight, or we getting physical to commit some type of crimes. We not getting physical to become leaders or like senators or and I know it'd be hard because of the votes in certain situations, but even beyond that, like let's take that and put it to the side. But we not getting physical as far as like created things, unless it's some type of form of entertainment. We not creating nothing. We not giving nothing to this world besides entertainment. That's all we doing is entertaining the world. We entertaining the world and we having sex and getting high. You know what I'm saying? And that right there is the problem with why the world has been put on a stalemate. You know what I'm saying? As far as the progress. I mean, if you look at the time from just between the 1700s up until I'll say up until the 1960s. Well, I'll say up until the 1920s. Technology really hasn't, I mean, now don't get me wrong, the cell phone is probably one of the most advanced technologies, but the progress has hit a stalemate. And you know, like all the technology that's being created is just like just for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not no technology. That's just entertainment. Because technology is like the car. The car is a form of technology. The cell phone was technology. The TV was technology. The planes was technology. The the internet was technology. Guns was technology. Uh, a radio, technology. The phone, not the cell phone, but the regular phone, that's technology. Uh, boats, like the steam boats, and I don't know how the boats powered now. I'm pretty sure it still got something to do with steam, and I'm gonna have to look into that. I never really looked into that. I met somebody who built boats too, man. Dudes had acres out there in Michigan. Out there in Michigan, the dude had acres, man. I think it was something about like 70, 80 acres or something. It was something crazy, man. But the dude built boats or whatever. But I never really looked into like how boats operate. I'm gonna tap into that, but that's technology. All that stuff was technology. And it'd be funny, you know, people be talking about like water powered cars. And what, it's like water powered. Like, what do you think the electric car is? How you think electricity is made? See, I can't wait till I start getting on the live, because then when you start getting on the live, like I have people look into certain things. Like we just gonna be questioning everything. I might change the name of the page to the rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's all I want to do is jump into the rabbit hole. Because the thing about jumping into the rabbit hole is the rabbit hole, it ain't no bottom. So when you jump into that rabbit hole, you just gonna be, you're not even falling, you just floating. Yeah. Yeah, so, um, but anyway, these technologies, I mean, what's the next big technology that's gonna take us to the next level? Okay, drones. I guess drones I guess the drone is, yeah. The drone is going to be the technology that changes the future. Huh. And I ain't even going to dive too deep into that because that's something that's going on. I ain't going to dive too deep into it. So this is what we going to do. You know what I'm saying? You know how, I'm like Professor X. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You hear that? Listen, I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna, and that's it. It's that's that simple. I'm not gonna dive too deep into it. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna dive in it at all. You know what I'm saying? But now, no, you know what? I am gonna dive into it. I'm diving into it. Yeah, the drone is what's gonna take us into the future. Uh, because that technology with the drone, I mean, the drone got the ability. Well, nah, because it wouldn't put the police out of business because the police still got to come and get you. It's just see what the drone would do. It would more militarize the police because now when the drones flying around, like let's just say the drones monitoring the city, they flying around, they seeing everything. So now when the drones see you do something, like do about like you committing a sin, you out here. Because that's the problem out here. Okay, you got people out here committing whole sins. You know what I'm saying? Like you got people out here doing that stuff now. They come through drones. The drones. Hey, look, real talk. I mean, they got certain drones that they can send that the police ain't even gotta come. You know what I'm saying? Or well, the police is gonna come, but the drone gonna do all the work, man. That drone gonna do all the work. You know what I'm saying? And they're trying to call the drone. They're trying to call the drone artificial intelligence. That ain't no artificial intelligence. You know what artificial intelligence is? Did I make a video about that? But you know what artificial intelligence is? Artificial intelligence is how you think. That's it. That's it. That's how artificial intelligence is. It's just how you think. You know what I'm saying? But them drones, see, you got to think in the next 5 years. I don't even want to say five, but yeah, I'll say in the next 5 years, it's gonna be drones flying around, patrolling the streets, patrolling cities. You know what I'm saying? And these drones that they gonna have certain type of drones. They gonna have one drone that's watching, and you gonna have drones that's watching. You gonna have drones that attack. You know what I'm saying? Some of them drones gonna be able to shock you. Some of them drones gonna be able to shoot you. Some of them drones gonna be able to blow your ass up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Because you gotta think every major technology that was created changed changed civilization. When they created cars, that changed the world. When they created planes, that changed the world. That changed how people moved around. When they created the train system and the rail system, that changed the world because that changed how people was able to move around. When they started making automatic guns and all that stuff, when they made smokeless gunpowder, that changed the world. When they got to making bombs and all that stuff, that changed the world. TVs and cameras and all these technologies changed how society functioned, and a drone is no different. A drone is no different. See, right now everybody got access to a drone because they letting people seeing what people can do with these drones. But man, the ability that a drone got, or the possibilities that a drone has is limitless. Look how drones move. Look how the drones move, and look how they operate the drones. They're gonna have drones flying around, locking people up. On real. You're gonna have about 10 drones that come. And if you don't come peacefully, it's gonna be a drone that kill you. And they ain't gonna be able to charge nobody because you ain't gonna know who was in the computer room operating that drone. You ain't gonna know that. Give it about a good 5 years. Give it about a good 5 years. It's gonna be drones everywhere. They gonna have drones that can take your drone down. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gonna be sitting there thinking you can fly your drone around. They gonna take your drone down. And I can say this: the drone vehicles might be a possibility too, because now they know. I mean, they mastered the technology of like, you know, certain drones, like the small drones now. So I mean, just making that bigger. But in order for this to be in order for this to be a civilization where people could fly around, they damn near gonna have to eliminate crime. They're damn near gonna have to eliminate crime to like the lowest degree in order, because you got to think, man, if everybody able to fly around, you know how many crimes people really be doing some crimes. If everybody was just had to, if we all had flying cars and everybody just had man, come on, man. You know how crazy to be out here? You already see what people did with cars and boats. So just imagine what a motherfucker. Just imagine what they'll do with flying cars. If everybody had a flying car, everything we did was in the sky, and we wasn't just driving everywhere. That'd be crazy. But you know what? I can't count the people out. I can't count the people out either, because maybe if this was a society where everybody had the ability, everybody was able to have the flying cars, maybe this would be a more peaceful society too, where everybody, you know, having the ability to travel and just, you know, move around. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's lives would be so much different. You know what I'm saying? But it would be a beautiful thing, man, to where everything was just, you know, at peace. You know what I'm saying? No violence, no anger, nothing to be angry about. You know what I'm saying? Like no struggling, no financial, like money don't even matter. Like everybody just working together like ants and making sure everybody good. You know what I'm saying? That'll be a beautiful thing right there. But, you know, at the end of the day, we can't count out the society that we live in, because I'm not saying that it is not no struggle out here, but for the most part, especially here in America, for the most part, you got the opportunity to be saved. You got the opportunity to overcome obstacles. You got the opportunity to create and build, and I don't know, it's weird. because it kind of feel like you don't, because it kind of feel like it's sort of a setup, which it is a setup, right? But on the flip side, you got that, you got the power on your side. Like, a lot of times it might feel like it'll feel like this world ain't yours because you got all these other people around you. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of other people around you, and they got these new things that kind of make you feel like this world ain't yours or this land ain't yours. I know y'all know what this is. Giza strip. Well, I got the tattoos because I got the actual marks. Boom. This one right here. Oh, shit. Yeah, there you go. This one. This one. Another one. And they line up perfectly. Like, look, like this. Boom. Straight down. Straight down. Straight down. Boom. Straight down. I ain't even gotta look. Look, I ain't even gotta look. Look. Mm-mm. You ain't gotta look. Look at that. I ain't gotta look. Just keep it straight. Oh, damn. I was off a little bit. They was off a little bit too, wasn't he? Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Little map, right? Remember where you at? This place, from what I've been able to see, it just suck how everybody else don't get that access to it. Like, it's enough space for everybody to have their own mansion, but I do understand that you do gotta have, like, you do gotta have an eye out on certain people. Because what do I do right here? Got a little handful right there. Like that much right there. And natural salt. Excuse me. Hey. The crazy part about that is how good it is. How good that tastes with that salt. But now, what that do is, well, don't do that with no table salt. Get you some natural salt. What that do is it helps hydrate you, right? See how I'm burping after drinking that water? Because that's helping with my stomach acid. And it also helps the water stick around. It helps the water, kind of mix in with your stomach acid. You feel me? And it helps break everything. It kind of helps break everything down. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't no health expert, but I know what works for my body. You know what I'm saying? So now when I'm drinking the water, opposed to me having to take a piss after I drink the water, like yeah, I gotta eventually take a piss, but when I'm drinking the water because I took that salt in, now I actually feel hydrated when I drink the water. Yeah, now I feel hydrated drinking the water. I don't just, you know, you get what I'm saying? I ain't Dr. Sabal or Yaki or nothing, but I know a little something. I'm here on this planet just like they was, just like they are. You feel me? Anyway, going back to this is what we was talking about. Like, this would possibly be a more peaceful society if we was able to. Everybody just had the ability to just fly. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I don't know, man. Can't really pinpoint. I mean, it's to control the technology. It's for sole control of the technology. Because you gotta think, if they didn't get control of the technology and it was just, I've talked about this plenty of times on other videos, it'd be kind of a Rick and Morty situation. It'd be kind of a Dexter's Laboratory situation. And and if the minds and if the minds of certain people, if the minds of certain people weren't distracted and they were to focus on the technology opposed to, you know, the mental warfare, they would have focused on the physical warfare. And I ain't gonna say warfare. I'll say more so the physical advancements. Um, you know what? I'm gonna wrap this thing up, man. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.